And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He's like, oh, I'll go for a run with you. And so he comes over to go for a run. About halfway through the run, he's like, yo, I'm running out of gas right now. But we had like paparazzi all around us at the time. He's like, you got to slow down and but make it look like you're not slowing down.
Because he had to.
I don't want to look like I'm not going to be able to finish this thing. And he was losing it, right? Like he was like me right now with the wings and the heat's starting to kick up. And he's like, and so we finished out the run. And then he was so upset over the fact that he got skunked on this run.
Today's revelation might just change how you see Hollywood forever. Imagine this. Ashton Kutcher, the beloved Hollywood heartthrob, the actor we've admired for his charm and wit, and the man who has positioned himself as a global crusader against human trafficking, may have been quietly working to bury a scandal so damaging it could obliterate everything he's built. Yes, that Ashton Kutcher, whose name has been synonymous with justice and advocacy, might now be entangled in one of Hollywood's darkest webs.
Is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. And she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18, along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old.
They say the truth always finds its way to the surface, no matter how deeply buried. And when it does, it often drags the powerful and untouchable right into the harshest spotlight. The revelations that have surfaced recently are not just shocking, they're earth-shattering. Let's dive into the story that has everyone in Hollywood whispering, behind closed doors and social media ablaze with speculation. Ashton Kutcher has long been a symbol of integrity and dedication. He co-founded Thorn, an organization that uses technology to combat human trafficking and the exploitation of children. His speeches, filled with harrowing accounts of his involvement in high-stakes cases, have moved millions. Kutcher's efforts have painted him as a tireless warrior fighting against unspeakable crimes, a man willing to stand on the front lines to protect the most vulnerable. But as recent events unfold, cracks are beginning to form in this carefully crafted image. A bombshell revelation from powerhouse attorney Tony Busby has set the stage for one of the most explosive legal battles in Hollywood history. Representing over 120 alleged victims of Shawn Diddy Combs, Busby has accused several A-list celebrities of paying hefty settlements to keep their names out of the courts. Among these names, Ashton Kutcher has now come under intense scrutiny. The shocking claims against Diddy include drug-fueled parties, coercion, violence, and abuse that spanned decades. Busby's relentless pursuit of justice has already led to staggering revelations, and he's warned that more high-profile names could soon be exposed. His message is crystal clear. If you were in the room, if you witnessed or participated, or even turned a blind eye, you're not off the hook. A resurfaced 2019 interview featuring Ashton Kutcher has added fuel to the fire.
Day job is as the chairman and the co-founder of Thorn. We build software to fight human trafficking and the sexual exploitation of children. And that's our core mission. My other day job is that of the father of two, a 2-month-old and a 2-year-old. And as part of that job that I take very seriously, I believe that it is my effort to defend their right to pursue happiness and to ensure a society and government that defends it as well. But the right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's ripped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It is sold for the momentary happiness of another. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a sex tourist in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play. I've been on the other end of a phone call from my team asking for my help because we had received a call from the Department of Homeland Security telling us that a 7-year-old girl was being sexually abused and that content was being spread around the dark web. And she had been being abused and they'd watched her for 3 years and they could not find the perpetrator. Asking us for help. We were the last line of defense. An actor and his foundation were the potential last line of defense. That's my day job, and I'm sticking to it. can we build the tools that are better than their tools to fight what's happening? There are sites in the United States that do this other than Backpage, a lot of them, in fact. There are sites internationally that are doing this. There are other sites. It's happening all over the place. It's been happening for decades in print media.
The allegations against Diddy are nothing short of horrifying. Victims have come forward with stories of drug-induced parties that spiraled into scenes of violence and coercion. The culture of silence and fear surrounding these events has allowed the abuse to continue unchecked for years. Witnesses are now stepping forward, many of whom had been silenced by threats or money. Busby has even revealed that his team has been contacted by over 3,000 individuals, leading to the representation of more than 120 plaintiffs. Investigators have uncovered damning evidence, including witness testimonies, seized documents, and thousands of bottles of lubricant and narcotics. This evidence paints a disturbing picture of manipulation and abuse stretching back decades. Despite the mounting evidence, Diddy's legal team has worked tirelessly to downplay the allegations, describing the gatherings as consensual events. But the details suggest otherwise. For Ashton Kutcher, the timing of these revelations couldn't be worse. His long-standing association with Diddy, coupled with the resurfaced video, has cast a shadow over his image. The lawsuit against Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg. The revelations have opened the floodgates for more victims to come forward, many of whom claim that Hollywood's elite were complicit in creating a culture of silence.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored, a Factor exclusive tonight. Famed Houston attorney Tony Busby is taking on Shawn P. Diddy Combs. Today, Busby confirmed to me he has been retained by at least, get this, 55 people who are suing the hip-hop mogul. Busby says those cases vary from sex assault to sexual abuse and trafficking. They're expected to be filed in about a week or so in court. Busby also expects a number of plaintiffs to continue to rise, but he did not indicate to me where all of the alleged victims are located. These cases are all civil cases and not criminal. Busby says he will make a public statement on Friday.
Busby has sent demand letters to several celebrities, warning them about impending lawsuits. While the names remain under wraps, his hints suggest that some of the biggest names in entertainment could soon be exposed.
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us, with people claiming to have been victimized by Shawn Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Shawn Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement.
As the investigation unfolds, the world watches, with bated breath. Will Ashton Kutcher's name be among those revealed, or will he manage to distance himself from the scandal? The coming weeks promise to be a turning point in Hollywood history. The names revealed in connection to this case could reshape the entertainment industry as we know it. As for Ashton Kutcher, the question remains, will he emerge unscathed, or will this scandal tarnish his legacy forever? What are your thoughts on this shocking turn of events? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories Hollywood doesn't.